okay in terms of sound. I completely forgot how loud this is. Once again. Is my voice coming through? That is there! Now we can hear ourselves. It also doesn't help that the stream is about a minute behind. Oh well. We can start anyway. Yeah, we're on the Felsbrunn map. A nice looking one for us. We'll just leave it like that. No need to hop straight in there. Okay, I think that might be more than a minute. Ooh, yeah. That's more than a minute, alright. Anyway. Okay, we are ready to go. Hello. Oh, slight little movement and everything's ruined. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to Feeding Cows for Christmas on Felsbrunn. This is a challenge that the Yogscast do every December for Jingle Jam, and this is what got me into Farming Simulator series. Since the new expansion is bringing a third map, I thought it would be a nice idea to run the challenge 3 times in the run-up to that map releasing. So last time we did the American map, this time we're doing the European map, and then on the day of the launch of that new map, we'll be doing that. Honestly, you'll hear me talking about the Jingle Jam a bit, but let's get exploring. So, we have all of this available to us. Obviously, up here is not going to be much good, because that's way too far out of the way. There's a shop, so you would think this time we'd go for one of these. Well, no, because looking at this, there's no field currently with grass growing. And if there's no grass growing on a field, then we don't want it pretty much. So that means, well, let's get to the shop, and I'll show you exactly where we're going to be. As I said last time, I'm not one to auto swap into the vehicle, so you will just see me enjoying this walk and stuff. Right then, here's the shop. We once again just lease stuff rather than outright buy. Ah, hey Kraken. You could say it's like GTA 5, yes. You could say it's like GTA 5. Right. Won't go for that one. We want the larger engine in it. Not that it matters. How you doing anyway? Well, it does depend on what you like to do. Obviously this is a more relaxing game, it's self-goal oriented, so if you like selling your own goals and challenges, yeah, you'll have fun with it. Obviously, it's also like kinda like Sea of Thieves in a way, so you can just listen to a podcast or something while you're playing it. Quite chill in that respect. No, you can't run people over, you just phase right through them. Even when you're walking, you just phase right through them. Also, you when we encounter some people again. Anyway, oh, overturned. That field, oat, barley, whatever, we don't really need it, but I need a lot of grass. And so, what can we see over this side? A lot of grass. And if we go back to the map, lands, quite a lot of land for quite cheap. Exactly what we need. And then cow pasture. Let's try and fit this right. More over here, probably. Yeah, it kind of needs to be smack in the middle, really. There. Right. We have the pen. Now we need the cows. We'll have controller disconnect. Not really what you need. Hey. Back into town we go. For some water for the cows that we're going to get. Right, where are you people? There should be some around here. Ah, here we go. And people in this game are not solid objects whatsoever. So we're just going to not even damage them one bit. Okay, this one we take. So Farming Simulator 17 on the Switch, I've almost got enough to be able to buy a windmill at the minute. They cost like 1,200,000 in that game. Unfortunately, you can't buy them in 19, which is really just as well, because otherwise I'd be wanting loads of them. But there's a lot of improvements in 19 that you didn't get in 17. Such as being able to choose where you want to put your animal pens and how many of them you have, because in 17 and all previous games it was just restricted to one pen and, well, one pen of each animal type. and each pen could hold a ridiculous amount within them. Now, one good thing about this map is we're not going to have the same problem as last time, where we do a barrel roll down the side of a cliff, trying to get some water. Because we are right next to the beach, we can just easily get some water from the sea. Once again, don't question if that's viable, whether cows can drink seawater. The game allows you to fill this up from the sea, so I ain't questioning it one bit. It does look good though, as long as I don't look too closely at anything. Yeah, okay. No, that's probably too far. Don't go too deep in water. Oh. Yeah, we almost ended up in there ourselves. Not exactly what you want. And that is fun. So I'll just leave that by the water pen, water trough, which is yeah. And now we can go get the animals. That's full of stinkworm. And while we're doing the animals, let's just get into a bit of history again. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to update the linky link. Oh, don't try and do things at once. Come on, got this one in it. Still turning. On the Excel document. Okay, here. Try on the right, not the left. And pull aim to the south. Let's just stop while we update our link. Says I've done it before the start of the stream, but I always seem to forget. Because it's only recently that I've started using the link command. send you Lighthouse. There was taking a read of your history here. You are probably heard of some of it throughout the spring. Confirm. Okay, so our command should be updated now. Let me just give a check. Indeed it is. Right, anyway. No, we don't want to leave the tractor in the middle of the opening entrance. Same as before. We want that and a truck in which to use it. And once again, it doesn't read that colour, but why not? So yeah, the shop for the animals. Autosave. Okay, well, the right heading. Oh. Mr. Turner. Same as before, we want 2 of each cab. And if we look in there, You can just about see it. Unfortunately, this time we don't have that far to travel to getting back. Well, getting to the pen. Has to, whatever. Ooh, I forgot the roads are a bit more narrow here. Don't go too fast. Always troublesome when you go too fast. So down. And then just turning here and move all of those across. And there we are, the cows we will be feeding. But we'll get to that soon enough. Trying to do two things at once is never a good idea. Right, let's return these off. Well, turn and release them. And then well, one thing that's different is that we're going to need a plough. Because we're going to make our own field this time. There we go. Right, let's take. Oh, you're going to be sure to remember the goals are good sometime. Go on, I'll e-pass. Really? Trying to at least obey a few rules of the road. By not overtaking this person as soon as. Especially when I consider that I went the wrong way. Just crop this off so that we can fill the trough with water. Because so far the cows have had nothing to drink. We're nowhere near to plugging that up now. There we go. There you go, cows. Some water for you. Quite a bit of water for you. Right, we saw last time that it really didn't take on that much to get 4,000. So this field doesn't have to be particularly big. And it's going to be quite a bit messy as well. I find allow create fields. Don't want to blow up yet. About here. Forward a bit. Yeah, that works. Lower then. And then, yeah, it's creating us a field. We'll hit that limit in a bit. So lift up, swing around. And low again. And just do this until we have a decent sized field. Two or three more passes will do it, I think. Doesn't have to be all that big after all. Oh, yeah, that's probably gonna be a big one. Big problem. So just to be safe, 3 more after that. Because you definitely never can be too careful. Look at this absolute mess of a field that's taking shape. If you really wanted to clean it up with a steam, no, not steam roller, just a regular roller thing. But as long as it gets us 4,000 litres of straw, it doesn't matter how it looks. question is, will it give us 4,000 litres of straw? We'll see. We will definitely see. After all, it's kind of the same size as the one of last time. Mostly, I think. Oh. You don't want that. Don't want that at all. Probably made a mess of the field. Now, you could just question me on why I don't. Come on, autosave. Yeah, you could just question me on why we're not on just buying that field there. It's canola. It's no help to us. And could buy 26 or something that's closer to the shop, but I thought I'd show off the field creation and that's just like terrible. But it should be serviceable enough for what we need. Yeah, aliens did it. They made this complete mess of a field. There ain't no crop circles in it yet though. But there soon could be. Yeah, I think that does it. Just leave that there and go get a seeder then. Ah, hey crane. Right, I'll take this north path since we haven't seen it yet. Turn to the right in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there's a lot more verticality with these maps than in 17. That's something I love about a lot. I've played too much of 17 purely because it's on the Switch. I can just sit in bed and relax while playing it. Whereas I've actually got to turn on the Xbox to be able to play 19. We're not interested in staying behind you across this entire road. Cedar then. And seeds, obviously. Up there. And up there. Something lengthy but not too much so. I don't think it really matters about length, really. The more the length, the higher the price, but we're leasing everything anyway. Right. 2,000 is all I'll probably need. Very likely we only need 1,000 though, because it was small, the field we made. Are we going to be able to rely on our mirrors or not? The answer is no. We can't rely on our mirrors. Where are those seed bags then? Oh, right there. I would go to the farm again. And I'll see just how many of those litres of seeds we need. It's kind of awkward having to look directly in a computer screen here. I've said it before on screen, but while I can do it this way, it's definitely awkward. But at the same time, this is probably one of the only games I could get away with doing this. So it's fair enough. I feel to do it like so. off early and do this mess of a field. Unfold. Lower. Wheat. We'll give a strawberry harvester to let us sow our crop. Okay. Before we continue on, I completely forgot once again plant withering, crop destruction off, periodic ploughing, lime off, weeds off. That way we don't accidentally destroy anything once it's ready to harvest, and also you don't really need to worry about weeds destroying the crop. Not that it really matters because we're only interested in the straw from it. It would have helped had I turned this thing on. So much of me to forget to do so. Alex is done. Ooh, yeah, that's quite a lot getting done. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do to turn crows off. They're just there. Don't even know if they'll really eat the seeds. They just fly in just to be annoying, I think. I've never noticed anything like seeds being destroyed or anything like that, or poor yields because of them. As I say, I feel a bit of ambience really. Not that I mind. To be expected, you get crows on farms. Hopefully then that gives us our 4,000 wheat. Right, we need a mower and a tether. So let's go get those and cut some grass. concentrate on the road, stop swapping between screens. Well, it is a bit weird going between them. I don't know if farming says 30 or 60, but there's definitely a bit of difference that you notice going between the two. Anyway, mowers. You just want that. Headers. May as well just get that. Maybe there is a bit of latency going on with this on OBS, well as which I'm using to watch the image as it's screening it out. Good thing I hadn't got that folded down yet. Although maybe it would have been better if I had. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Dragging me along with you? How dare you do such a thing? Right, unfold the mower. We can do that now. We're almost farm. And tether. We can now also unfold. And we'll lower that. And lower the mower. And then what you'll find is we'll probably keep the mower active, well, on the tractor for regress. Actually no, it makes more sense to keep it active on the tractor. Anyway, turn on tether, swap back to the mower so we can turn it off and back on when we need to. Right, we only need 4,000 to make into hay. So this should about do us, I think, and it doesn't matter if we have some to spare. Yeah, I think this is around, I think that's going to be around 4,000, or just like go on a bit more. we can turn the tether off and fold it back up. That's probably all we will need it for. But I'll keep it around just in case. Now we get the baler. Don't worry, I'll be exploring the map in a bit. We've almost got everything needed in place. So we can certainly go through an exploration of the map in a bit. And I'll do so in style, let's say. Because obviously I'll need a vehicle to traverse it. It's not like on the other map where there's a river we can just walk along and see most of the map. At least the interesting parts anyway. No, we will have to be travelling to find stuff. Well, to get to the interesting stuff that this map holds. No, fail. I think the parks are a bit awkward. Oh well. Right there. And that's the one we need. And crash into it straight away. Lovely. But once again, relying on enemies is probably not the best idea. Yeah, not the best idea. Moment of truth time then. Is that 4,000 in hay? Oops. Hey. Just phase through these again, people. Just because. And knock down all the signs in the village, in the town. I can't knock a bin down for whatever reason. Not that it matters. You don't want to knock a bin down anyway. Right, after Baylor, there's just... what is it we need? The total next Nassen wagon. That's going to be important because that's what's going to make good stuff for the cows to eat. And then there's the front loader. So pick the bales up. And then there's the harvester that will get that at the end. Ooh, 25. How many of those did we? 4. And there's still more. Around. Okay, yeah, this is definitely more than 24 then, isn't it? I mean, 1,000. We probably have compensated a bit too much. But as I said, it's better to do that than not have enough. And it gives the crows a bit of a snack. Even if I'm not really sure they eat hay. Yeah, 85, 87. 88, 90, 95, yeah, you can hear the beep pin indicating it's almost ready. We'll just leave it in there. Just swap. Because why release it yet when I feel there's nowhere near ready and won't be for another. When did we start or end class on it? About 2 in-game hours ago. So just like last time, I'll speed the timer as we go explore. And then that should take us 24 in-game hours. Well, yeah, we've got 24 in-game hours of fun. Exploration of the map. Let's not keep crashing into the curves. Oh, crud. Messing up the controls. Trying to compensate too much. Right. Under animals again. Forage mixer wagon blend silage and straw into total mixed ration that can be fed to cows. Release it, take it back to the farm. And then we can go for a little. Actually, wouldn't it be quite funny if we went for an explore in the front loader? tiny little thing like that, rather than a big speedy pickup truck. I think maybe we will. Although at least with the car we can customise it to our liking, rather than just green of a front loader. And obviously, yeah, the car's faster, so it has a greater acceleration. Turn expressing wagon. Baylor, mower, tether, and giving him water. Yeah, the only things left to get then are the harvester and the crop loader, which we're just about to do now. And since we're on foot, we can head up. Actually, before we do get our front loader, there's one particular place on the map that we can explore on foot. Up there. That there is a castle, or at least the ruins of a castle. I think it's ruins anyway. No, it's actually a castle, not ruins. It's obviously been well maintained. No, that ain't a path. Ah, here we go. Here's a path / road up to the castle that loops itself around. So we've got a bit of ring to do before we get up there. And we'll just turn straight down the side to get away from it. Just look again, yep. Certainly a castle. Unlike the sand castle that we saw in Ravenport. Ooh. What a nice view of the village from up here with the water. A river, probably. And the bridge over. Quite a nice view. And it'll probably be that much better from up there. Well, we'll get the water. A much better view of the water. This path really does go on for quite a while. And yeah, you can see quite a lot of a map from over here. In fact, you can see pretty much all of it. If we just... I really want to turn auto-save off. Oh, I might just... No, don't mind that. So, yeah, as far as I'm aware, you can see everything. So, this here would be these three fields here, 11, 12, 13, and yeah, you can just about in the distance see the fields of 1, 2, and 3. Actually, you know, we can just walk it everywhere else as well. Why not? So here we have the castle. And obviously the person who maintains it, maybe? Oh, is this a... Oh no, this is a... I don't know the language. But it's a shop, probably a hotel as well. Oh yeah, look, there's a sign, hotel. Golden Cockle. Who knows? So you've got the hotel. It's right next to his castle-like place. You can explore some of that, but not all of it. I don't think you can go into anywhere. But yeah, you could probably jump across to there, but when the window's boarded up, you can't do anything. Yeah, some of it does seem to be in a bit of a ruinous state. Excuse me, I want to... I need it. I can't use... How am I meant to use it from here? Just go squat in a box? Is that what this thing's for? Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, we're doing... Okay. We're doing extreme parkour side of a building. And dare I say it, we are now trapped. Seems this is the one time I'm gonna have to use a... No. We don't have to use the auto. We can just walk to the shop. Because at least that's closer than any of our vehicles. We'll take the treacherous route back up to it, and hopefully don't go into that room again. Yeah, I'd like to see rock climbers try that in real life. That'd be an interesting challenge for them. And back to the castle we get. So that, yeah, that's the tower that we cannot get inside. That over there is where we just walked completely up the side of it and ended up inside there. So carefully come across here and hop down here, because at least here we're not going to be trapped. I dare say we'll get trapped down there though. I ain't going down there. Yeah, that's the last bit. Yeah, it's not much higher than down there when we was looking out before, but you can see a lot more of the town than before. There's a train going along again, and all of that water. Anyway, to the shop and get ourselves a front loader with a bale spike. Oh yeah, and it looks as though there's a bit of a farm here as well. Now that it's classified officially as one, just like mine, it is now part of the extra fields of the game. Oh yeah, I'm coming across here. We get that lake there. Not as big as the one on the Ravenport, at Ravenport. But, like I said, each of the maps have their differences, each of the maps have something to enjoy. That castle there is one of those things for this map. There was also that entire river to explore as well. like so. It doesn't go across the map like the other one did. And this place is a lot more industrious because you have a port there, and no beaches. There's still stuff to enjoy around here. Like got that twisting road there, which is why I said get a car. So yeah, while we can explore and just leave the car and head down the Wall River as a last. Front loaders, bounce bike. Doesn't really seem any point releasing it when it's that safe, but sure thing. I'd buy a car and see about crossing it. I know that you really can't, and there'd be no point to really trying anyway. Yeah, we've got a bounce bike. We can't use it to impale anyone. Not that we would. Like, why would we? We're not psychopaths or anything. Yeah. We're not like Trevor in GTA 5. But GTA gives you the chance to be a psychopath. Unfortunately, there's no chainsaw. Kind of unfortunate that. They go through all this trouble introducing wacky stuff like the Ruiner 2000, the Presser Mark II, even the Starro with its neon lights and all that, and yet you can't get some crazy weapons. Because it was the genius of the old GTAs. You could beat someone to death with a pool cue if you so wanted. Fun times. And I can get to San Andreas. Now that I've beaten GTA 4. Why do I have to try to let me down with that? Should have just gone with a deal route. At least then I wouldn't have to pull up with a controller that doesn't want to repeatedly tap A. Just one more thing, and then we would have done it. One more thing, and then that was the end. But no, my controller says otherwise. Well, I'm calling it beaten anyway. Once you get the Series S controller, you can hook it up to the on X and finally do that, but it doesn't take that long anyway, so as far as I'm concerned, it's beat. Can finally move on to San Andreas at last. San Andreas, a game I tried to play on my laptop, and it decided once I was almost finished in Los Santos to stop working. So I had to get the 360 version through backward compatibility. The version that I've heard is just the mobile version, which gives me great confidence. Great confidence about the quality of that. I'm sure it's not going to suck at all. Although then again, it's San Andreas, it's not going to be that bad. Right, we'll get the car sorted and then boot the time speed to 60 and get some exploring done. Now this is going to be the only thing I will buy outright. Main colour dark blue, design colour of so and there we have it, our very own car. Right, where are we gonna go first then? Let's go to our farm and then follow that road up to the north and to the port, and then we can take the long twisty road. Yeah, we'll take the long twisty road, half the car up about here, and just walk along to the river. And try not to fall in as we walk along it. I forgot how fast this goes and how tricky it is to control. Then again, anything at speed in this game is tricky to control. But again, we did go for a faster of two, although both of them are pretty fast. So we can't really be complaining. Quick overtake that. Don't worry, I'll be back to check on everything. Anything quite maybe you take in third person, just stretch the camera out a bit. Slow down. Yeah. There is a lot to enjoy about the design of these maps. Even if you could say they're not exactly great in other regards. Right, here is the northwest port. I'll just park up in here somewhere. Doesn't matter too much. Ah, here we go. And so leaving it in there is not going to be a problem at all. Yeah, this is a northwest port. Not really all that much you can say about really, it's just a port. Can we go these steps? Very carefully, and we should be able to get up there. Ah, yeah, because we're zooming along up 60. We get to admire the These can turn the ports on to help us navigate. Yeah, let's just say we did that. At about 8 in the morning, I will reduce it back to 5, then I think. But yeah, it's pretty much what you'd expect of a port. Train line that we can't go through. If we tried, who would expect it? Big concrete slab. Right, let's find our car again and head on off to the north. Well, kind of in the north anyway, but I mean the northeast. Not as nice as some other cars, but I wouldn't mind if we had more choice. But again, I get that cars really aren't the main point of the game. So obviously there's just pickups, which are actually useful. There we go. Oh. Right. Around here we go. And up a mountain path. Or we would have gone up the mountain path. But yep, turn left here. For some windy fun on roads. Ooh, first, we just leave it past that. The bridge over the train. Crap. Is the one coming? Because it'll be fun to see what happens when you stand on the track. No. Unfortunate. Yes. Oh. No. We hopefully the Alpine Rappers claims we can sue it on that. Unless they actually put the effort in to make so it doesn't happen. Doubt that though. Yeah, I think we're going to be a lot more fun if the controls weren't so twitchy. But here we are up top, on the northeast of the mountains. Oh, 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 oh. Speeding along the road at 70 miles an hour. Fortunately, no one ever seems to come up this way. Here we go. What's this? It's oversized, but okay. I think this house has one too many doors. Or maybe that's why they open up to veranda, patio, whatever. Oh yeah, this is pretty much another hotel, isn't it? Ooh, thanks. Lovely. Also with that, across here a road or something, a path on the map, going off from the north of Field 4. Yeah, it is. And it just leads to a platform. So train would stop here, which would explain the hotel. And over here is well, it's yet more shops and stuff, isn't it? I cannot read that. Yeah, so this would be the sawmill. Then just, yeah, the sawmill. So all your wood related stuff comes here. We have no wood to sell. And yeah, this is what I mean by it looks pretty until you look too close. The waterfall textures are a bit '90s, I guess you could say. Right, so we have a walk along the river then. It's getting light, we don't need our torch anymore. So yeah, goes there. And then there's another waterfall here. This does kinda remind me of Liso's Park, as it was before we reconstructed it. Because back then it was sort of like this. You had waterfall, and then while the path was still higher, you had the river down below. I kind of wish we could explore Liso's Park as it was back then. It kind of just feels a bit wrong these days, like it's trying too hard to make it feel like a natural walk, like a nature walk, where pretty much perfect, just the way it was before. Right, come over here. Oh yeah, I said 8. Turn everything off. Thank you, autosave. Up that. Right, back to 5. Yeah, there's a nice bridge over there. We never get to visit. Let's see how close we can get though. But first, let's find a... Yeah, in reality, you definitely won't be trying this. But here's a river with its many waterfalls coming down. That is pretty much... well, a large drop. And I know I said it would end up in the river, but we have anyway. Who cares all that much? Just water. And it's just a game. I forgot you can run even in water. Life tip there. If you can't swim, just run in water. Can we scale the wall? Yep. How far can we... Actually, we should be able to get all the way up here, because that's train, so it would allow us onto that. Yeah. There's obviously invisible walls and that stopping you from going much further, but here we are on that bridge. And here we are falling off it. You know what? It was fun being on it while it lasted. Of course I'm going back on it. We're just going to be a bit more careful this time. Yeah, so you can see most of the map from here. There's quite a lot of places you can do that on this map. A lot more mountainous than Ravenport. Even if that map still has verticality to it. Oh, go on then, let's test the boundaries of invisible... Oh. There it is then. There's the invisible wall. Aha! Train. Let's... we half and half phase through it and try and get up top. Absolutely bonkers. Oh, that's just the way it is. So... load... Yeah, we're at the bottom of the river now. And this here is another sawmill, maybe? What's the map saying? Grain elevator. Okay. This is where one of the places we take our crop to then. And here's the other port, the southeast port. Once again, it is what it is really. It's, as the name says, I don't know if this is still a grain elevator. It's over here where the port is. Yeah. Yeah, there's a tunnel. We are gonna follow the car through and see how far the invisible wall is inside it. The tunnel, guys. You can't even get to the tunnel. Right? Yeah, we're at the port now. And again, just like the northwest one, it's just the same. A port. Just a bit smaller. Let's go get that harvester then. And finish up our quest. To feed cows for the 22nd of October 2020. Or not Christmas, as one call it. Yeah, now we're going through the town on foot rather than in cars. We can have a bit of a look around. Check out a few of the people as well, walking along. We do have some funny walking cycles. Yeah, this one's got a stiff knee or something, maybe. Look how they're just plodding along. He looks grumpy as well. Oh, what's this over here? I can't read map. Ah, the spinnery here. A place to sell your wool and possibly even cotton. I don't have a download content, so I've got no idea. And obviously the cow statue returns. We've seen it plenty of times before, but not really had a chance to just look and admire it from close up. Staple of a farming sim server is the cow statue. Resolves one in every map. Well, there definitely is in 19, because there was one in Ravenport. Can't exactly remember if we've seen any in 17. harvester. And the header. Nothing too big. Yeah, that. Press A before you press V of bullet, and it's X not Y. Okay, let's tap. Yeah, that's small enough. If what? Actually, no, it doesn't matter. You can see when we get there. I ain't going through the town, I'll just press into everything. Much easier to take the grass. It's definitely a bumpy ride. Oh yeah, that's the path for the castle that we found earlier. We just didn't march from the junction. Nope, we stay on the grass. I really hope they fix this camera for the next one. But the funny thing is, I recently encountered this. It does actually seem fine in 17 on the Switch. So how did it regress in the next game? Your guess is as good as mine. This is dangerous. If anyone would come, I can't do much about that. Someone is going, but we can just go onto the path now and well, it's certainly growing, but dark green, that's almost done then. Hopefully there's 4,000 there of straw. time to get moving some more then. But first... Well, we don't want this here, we want it just a bit back. About there. So that way nothing accidentally gets sucked into the trough instead of the mixer. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. We need a bale wrapper. Well, it passes a tiny bit, doesn't it? Right. Unload that. Turn beta, turn on more. Please stay as grass. Sometimes it can be a bit finicky if you pick up some hay or whatever. Then I'll just automatically change it to hay despite the fact there's no grass in it. Right, we'll leave these away from the hay bale. Just so we don't get confused and try and wrap the hay bale. Seems unlikely since there is a difference between the two in terms of colour. With every possibility I'll forget. I'll keep trying anyway. There we go then. Turn off the bailer. Drop it off there. Pull it back up. We are done with it. For now. Let's get that wrapper there. One thing I'll definitely remember for next time, what we was meant to do this time, is from the start, up the speed to times 15. That way a minute in game lasts 4 seconds rather than 12. That means we also won't have to fiddle around with speeding time up to 60 for about half an hour or whatever. Well, times 60 means a minute every second, so 20 minutes. wasn't a full 24 hours and over. Right, I think this time we'll go for pink foil, since last time we had black. And then on the new map we can have a green foil. I just want to take a quick look at the lake. I'm not going to want to do this in third person. Trying to be careful not to hit any trees or whatever. Small, but still nice to look at. And you've got this little hut here. Obviously, someone lives here. We've got the boat moored up. Just have a little sail around each day. Quite a nice thing to do. Right, we bale wrap the two grass bales. Hopefully in the next hour and then the field's done. Got no idea what we're going to do if it isn't, because then it's speeding time up again. Could always look at terrain, I suppose. I'll just look out to the sea. Well, it's not really sea, it's a river here. Quite a big river, but still a river. Yeah, get ready to wrap those bales. The pink doesn't really look all that different to the white. Lovely. Also going to be much more noticeable. Drop that off there. Moving on to attacks. No, not yet. Is the field ready to harvest? It is. Remember to activate the straw swath. Straw swath. It's already enabled. Okay, unfold. There. Now, hopefully, this is 4,000 for the straw. It doesn't know what that's saying for the wheat. Although if I remember rightly, as long as we hit 2,000 wheat in here, then we should have 4,000 straw laid out. Right, we have now got all of that, so hopefully there's 4,000 in straw there. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do. What are you doing all the way over here? Well, we'll put those in the TMI wagon, just so they don't get lost. Not that it matters, because they're the easiest things to get. I am on 1,000 already. Thousand 500, 2,000, super boost up to 4,000, and there we go. Now all we need to do is put in the TMI wagon, and we're good to go. Where's that front loader then? It's about time. Following with the one that's somehow the furthest away from all the others. No idea how you go over here, but into the wagon you get. But bale, go in. There we go. And now for the bale that we did first. That's been waiting the longest. But also doesn't seem to want to go in. Right, we just check on the wagon then. Yeah, that's 16,000 in. The mixing ratio is 25, 50, 25. Just give it a bit of a mix up. Hey cows, you're missing something to eat. Well, here you go then. Some of the lovely, good stuff that you like. Huh? How about that then? Look, see, good stuff coming to you. Nope. As one turns away from it, one's coming towards it. Except, again, oh, can't. Ooh. There he is then. He's eating good stuff. That is feeding cows for Christmas on Felsbrunn complete. It'll be kind of fun if we get a second one eaten as well. Well, I don't think two are capable of eating at the same time. Let's just hop in and have a look at all the other cows. Such a good time. Exploring the map, getting some farming done. I mean, we made a mess of this field, clearly. Just no rhyme or reason to that. Grass cutting. And obviously over here that's a complete mess of a field. Well, it's still a field. It's yielded us 4,000 straw that we needed to feed those cows. Yeah, okay. I'm just to say, I know things didn't go exactly that smoothly today. There was interruptions and all that. Interruptions that I really couldn't help, so I had to keep muting the microphone. I had to at times just look away from the screen. I was trying to do two things at once at times, so that also impacted the smoothness. And obviously all of that meant I wasn't really able to do much in the way of commentary. I would have talked about the single jam of Yogscast and a bit of how I got introduced to the series, as I did last time. Yeah, left. Well, obviously none of that could happen. Hopefully with the new map it can. And yeah, we could do that talk now. Well, I think saving it for the new map would be better. There's every possibility that the Jingle Jam is still happening this year, mostly remote, and I hope that those who do the Farming Simulator stream for this year also play on the new map. When the suggestions come for the Reddit, on the Reddit page, I will certainly be suggesting that. I definitely want suggestions this year owing to how it's going to be run. I'll just link the website again, my website again, so you can take a read of it. Because that experiences article that I wrote in October of last year gives a good idea of how I was introduced to not only Farming Simulator but also the Yogscast and the Jingle Jam as well. That is all for today though, so thank you to everyone who has tuned in to watch me feeding cows for Christmas. Once again, I'm sorry that it wasn't as good as it could have been owing to the interruptions, but everything that I wanted to do was still able to be completed, and hopefully we have better success of doing commentary when it comes to the Pokemon Sealed Crown Tundra expansion on Saturday. So thank you once again for all those who tuned in, and I'll see you soon.